I'm sure residents of Uyo will be smiling to the markets. And from Uyo, we cross over to Lagos State, where the state government has promised to intensify efforts towards implementing the Lagos State electricity law. Now, this is to unbundle the electricity value chain and deliver reliable and affordable power to homes and business places. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated this at the state government's 2025 annual Thanksgiving. Joy Ken Akpaboya reports.
The annual Thanksgiving of the Lagos State Government is organized by its Ministry of Home Affairs to appreciate God for the past year and pray for a successful new year.
Sing to the Lord a new song, for he has done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm have worked salvation for him.
The wicked will be silenced in the place of darkness.
Who will bring any charge against those whom God has chosen? It is God who justifies.
Reeling out the state government's achievement last year, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu assures Lagos residents of enhanced peace, security, and socio-economic prosperity in 2025.
We must continue to make it clear that it is work not only for Mr. President, not only for the federal government, but it's for everybody, for all of us at subnational and in all levels of government, that we have to look at what we need to do. We've got a lot of work and responsibility to do to ensure that in the dividends of democracy touches every nook and cranny of our nation and, of course, of our state. In Lagos State, we are very mindful of the shared responsibility, and we will redouble our efforts in every sector.
Tagged Harvest of Thanksgiving, the prayer session featured special prayers for President Bola Tinubu, Nigeria, Lagos State, and its leaders, as well as the world at large. In Lagos, Joy Ken Akpaboya, NTA News.
In other news, INEC says it is not contemplating destroying more than 6 million uncollected permanent voters' cards going back to the 2015 voter registration. The Commission was reacting to a report by a national daily that there are plans to destroy the uncollected cards. The Commission, in a post via its verified X handle, called on the public to disregard the report. We head to Lagos now, where we join Jennifer Igwe for our next set of reports. Hello, Jennifer. Compliments of the season.
Ruth. Now, Nigerian Air Force has taken delivery of 12 new platforms to support the fight against all forms of criminality in its theater of operation. This came to the fore at the Chief of Air Staff parley with veterans of the service as part of activities to herald the 2025 Armed Forces and Remembrance Day. Diana Ajale reports.
They were once vibrant officers and gentlemen of the Nigerian Air Force who put in the best of their years to defend the nation's airspace. Most of them still have the know-how that the service can maximize to fight terrorism. This is why the Chief of Air Staff is desirous to seek their support and expertise to better reposition the force and also give these veterans a sense of belonging to contribute to the growth of the service and defense of the nation.
If you make that place good enough, you will come and
the Air Chief, who was represented by the Air Secretary, Nigerian Air Force, Air Vice Marshal Ahmed Bakari, described the veterans as encyclopedia of ideas. He announced that the Nigerian Air Force has plans to acquire additional 50 platforms between January this year and 2026 to boost its air power and improve in its fight against terrorism.
We have re-engaged some of them, especially in the areas of aircraft maintenance. You see, these are skills that it takes a long time to build a man to acquire expertise in this area. And you are still flying those machines, but the dictates demand that the man has to leave after a certain time. So you still need him to come in and we have them not just only actively partaking in maintenance of our platforms, but equally providing mentorship.
The veterans were engaged in health talks, strategies for useful business ventures, as well as how to use soft skills to improve their income in retirement. In Lagos, Diana Ajale, NTA News.
From the Air Force, we go to first aid. Now, did you know that it's possible to save a life by simply having a person sit down, lean their head forward, pinch their nostrils closed with your thumb and index finger for at least 5 minutes? Yes, the act administering first aid is a vital connection between the moment a medical incident occurs and when skilled medical assistance is available. Adejoke Odeka completes the story.
Every year, people die in Nigeria from lack of basic first aid treatment. Are citizens aware of what first aid is and its importance?
I will even advise people should have first aid box in their house. I don't think my children should wound now. I will be rushing them to the hospital. What about if the hospital distance is too far to my house?
Like yesterday, motor hit someone here yesterday. So we did about 4 people rush the person to this pharmacy here. So that's what we call first aid. It's very important.
Learning life-saving skills such as performing CPR, clearing an obstructed airway, preventing infection in an open wound, amongst others, safety practitioners say is pivotal in saving lives.
First aid is that skilled application of attention, assistance to somebody who's suddenly injured or has an illness. And if there's no first aid within the first 4 golden minutes of this incident, this person may be compromised, this person may be lost, and this person may have their recovery impaired.
The first things that you're supposed to know in first aid treatment is, number one, it's very important that you know how to actually manage wounds.
Although it is no doubt that thousands of people die yearly owing to delay or failure to administer first aid, organizations and humanitarians are intensifying advocacy to get more people to learn first aid skills, which would result to confidence when trying to save a life. In Lagos, Adejoke Odeka, NTA News.
Thank you, Joke. First aid is important and we all need to learn. Now, those are the reports from Lagos. Waidam Abubakar in Maiduguri will give us the next set of reports when we return from the break. Stay tuned.
NTA say thank you.